depletion MOSFET. So depletion MOSFET also you have N channel and P channel. And depletion MOSFET you have this line to be straight. And enhancement MOSFET this line was broken. Just to show the difference. See, I will show the diagram here. You can see. See here, it was broken. You have three broken lines here, but here you see it is going to be a straight line. The same way gate, drain, source, and the second gate, or you call it a substrate. Gate, drain, source, and substrate. And construction, you see, I take a P-type substrate. I take an N plus region, and same way metal, oxide, semiconductor. And here I am for depletion MOSFET, it is going to be the reverse. I am going to apply negative voltage to the gate because I want to reduce the number of electrons. So when I want to reduce the number of electrons, I want to produce holes. If you produce holes, you will reduce the number of electrons, right? So if I give negative gate voltage, I will get negative charge in my gate, and because of capacitive effect, the equal and opposite holes will be induced into the region. And you know, when the number of holes are going to be more, the number of electrons will be less. The channel is going to be more and more positive. So I can say it is devoid of electrons. It is devoid of electrons. So our channel is depleted of electrons. That is why it is called as depletion MOSFET. See, everything is same. See, this construction, everything is same. Just by reversing the voltage, the same MOSFET can be used as an enhancement MOSFET or a depletion MOSFET. See the diagram, you see this diagram, you just scan this diagram and keep it in your mind. I am just going to the enhancement MOSFET diagram, and you will see everything will be exactly same. Only thing, this gate voltage is reversed. By reversing the gate voltage, the same MOSFET can be used as an N-channel enhancement MOSFET or N-channel depletion MOSFET. It or P-channel enhancement MOSFET or P-channel depletion MOSFET. So definitely you see when I give negative supply to the gate, when the gate voltage, so the drain current will reduce because the number of electrons is less. Can you see this graph now? They have drawn all these negative value for VGS for depletion because I am applying negative voltage for gate, and as the negative voltage is going to be more and more in magnitude, the drain current is going to reduce. So simply I can say enhancement MOSFET will increase your drain current with applied gate voltage, and in depletion MOSFET will reduce your drain current with the applied negative voltage. Very, very important. That is what is indicated in the diagram also. See, this is an N channel you are having. In N channel, because of the negative voltage, I am inducing more number of holes into my channel. The effective number of electrons will be reduced, so which will result in reduced drain current. Construction, you see, you take an N channel is diffused between the source and drain to create the basic structure of MOSFET, which you already know. The symbols for N channel and P channel MOSFET are shown. You have a straight line for depletion MOSFET and you have a broken line for enhancement MOSFET. Understand the difference, okay? And with VGS equal to 0, the drain is more positive, so electrons will flow from source to drain, contributing to what is called as your drain current. But when you apply more and more negative voltage to the gate, the number of holes is induced, more number of holes are induced into the channel, which will ensure that the gate current is reduced. So introduction of holes will cause the depletion of electrons in the channel. So the depletion region is produced in the channel. So when the shape of depletion region depends on VGS and VDS. You can see the shape in enhancement MOSFET is like this. At the N plus region, the depletion region is maximum. See, it is a PN junction, right? So at the ends of N plus, the depletion region is maximum in size. At the middle, it is exactly minimum. But here in depletion MOSFET, I cannot exactly predict the shape of the depletion region because it depends on VDS and VGS. VGS is negative in depletion MOSFET, whereas VDS always it is going to be positive. No change in VDS, no confusion. VDS is going to be always positive, but VGS in JFET it was negative. But here in enhancement MOSFET, VGS is positive. In depletion MOSFET, VGS is negative. See, இதெல்லாம் clean you have to register in your mind. So you should not get confusion at all. What polarity of voltage I have to give for BJT, MOSFET, and JFET. You have to be very, very clear on that. Okay. That clarity you will get by understanding all these transistors when you read them parallelly. you should not read them one after the other. You should read them parallelly and see what is the change, where is the voltage polarity differing, what is the reason for that voltage polarity differing. All that you have to analyze when you read all these transistors parallelly. Okay. The channel will be wedge shaped as shown. It is given wedge shape, but it will be strongly dependent on VGS and VDS. Okay. So when VDS is increased, ID will increase. And at a particular value, you can, the same thing what you have in JFET, you have. So at one particular value of VDS, the current becomes constant. So that is called as pinch off voltage. So beyond pinch off voltage, the drain current will not increase. You know, it will become constant. So you see here, the graph you see, it is increasing and becoming constant. So a particular voltage, how much ever you increase VDS, the drain current will be constant. When the current is constant, it is actually in saturation. Okay, see here, since the current in FET is due to majority carriers, so the induced positive charges make the channel less conductive and ID drops as VGS is made negative. So this graph, upper portion is for enhancement and lower portion is for depletion. What they are saying is, when I apply negative voltage, because I am depleting the electrons in my channel, the drain current start reducing. So it's completely opposite, right? You see in enhancement MOSFET, when you increase the gate voltage, drain current is increasing. In depletion MOSFET, if you increase the gate voltage in the negative side, the drain current is reducing. The reason is, in enhancement, it is increasing the number of electrons. So more electrons means more current. In depletion, it is introducing more number of holes. So more number of holes means less number of electrons. Less number of electrons means less current flowing through my device. Okay. Logically correlate everything. The depletion MOSFET can also be operated in enhancement mode. It is only need to apply the positive gate voltage so the negative charges are induced into the channel. That's what I said. There you can operate in a MOSFET in any method, any mode as you like. So if you, it is just dependent on what VGS you are going to apply to the device. So if you apply negative voltage, it becomes depletion MOSFET. If you apply positive voltage, it becomes N type. It becomes enhancement MOSFET. So you know that in the same graph, I can, if VGS is positive, it is enhancement, your ID will increase. If VGS is negative, the current will decrease at one point, the current becomes completely zero. That condition is called as cutoff condition. It is called as VGS off. So the conductivity of the channel increases and ID will increase as the depletion MOSFET can be operated with bipolar input signals. It is called as dual mode MOSFET. So the same MOSFET you can operate in enhancement mode and depletion mode, right? Only thing you have to change the gate supply. So gate is positive means it is going to be enhancement MOSFET. If the gate is negative means it is going to be depletion MOSFET, right? So the same graph you see, whatever graph you see here, it is common for both enhancement and depletion. Whenever VGS is positive, you call it as enhancement MOSFET and you can see the drain current is increasing. Whenever VGS is negative, you see it is depletion MOSFET and the drain current reduces at one point, the drain current becomes zero. That value of VGS is called as VGS off, or sometimes it is called as pinch off. Okay, VGS off. Okay, cut off or pinch off, all these will mean the same thing. So you can see this graph, ID versus VGS for constant VDS. So this is called as transconductance curve. Transconductance nale, I told you transfer characteristics nale. One is input, one parameter I take input, one parameter I take output. What input parameter I am taking? VGS. What output parameter I am taking? ID. So when you draw a graph between one input parameter and one output parameter, this is called as transfer characteristics. So the graph is very much similar to your JFET, right? So when VGS is negative, the current start reduces from the maximum value. ID will start reducing from the maximum value. And when VGS equal to VGS off, I can write ID is 0 milliamperes. When VGS is positive, ID will always increase from the maximum value, IDSS. So in JFET, if you see, this graph will increase and become constant. So IDSS was the maximum value, but MOSFET, even after IDSS, the graph keeps on increasing. So what they are saying here is IDSS is not the maximum value for MOSFET, but IDSS is the maximum value for JFET. That's the one difference you have to understand. Mathematically, the transfer characteristics are going to be exactly same. Only one thing, IDSS is not the maximum value for MOSFET, but IDSS is the maximum value for JFET. JFET diagram will be like this. I remember. If you remember, you will see it will be increasing and constant. And this constant value, you call it as IDSS. But here you see it is even increasing after IDSS. So we can say here, this is not the maximum value for your MOSFET. Okay. So any doubt so far in your enhancement and depletion MOSFET operation, please ask now. I'm going to pause for a few seconds. I again say that just by listening to class, I don't think you can understand all the concepts easily. Please, you also have to have a complete and thorough learning from textbook or the PPT what I am sharing with you. Just merely listening to class and writing CAT exams, which are open book, is not going to enhance your knowledge at all. So you should have at least one time, you should have learned all the topics. Actually, you should give a learning, complete learning. You should do it at least one time. Okay, and compare and read concepts which will make things very, very easy for you. It will also save your time. That's how we were reading for our exams. Okay, so when you compare things, if you prepare a chart comparison, and when you read that, it will stay in your mind for a longer time. Okay, that way, if you prepare, you do smart work, you can save a lot of time preparing for your